Imagine this. You and your friends walk into the hippie store, otherwise known as the Earthbound Trading Company in the Tupelo Mall. You glance around at the weird objects, the recycled objects, the odd home decor, and the eccentric jewelry. All of a sudden, a random, bright, tie-dye t-shirt catches your eye. Sadly though, you do not have enough money with you to purchase this shirt. But you think to yourself, I wonder if I can make one myself. And now you can. I learned to make tie-dye t-shirts from the boxes where I get the dyes, and I learned extra tips from Sherry Osborne, the About.com craft guide, and from the Dharma Trading Company. Making your own tie-dye t-shirt is a simple process that can be done in just 5 steps. All you need is a plain white t-shirt and dye. Let's get started. To begin, you just want to make the dye. I get these bottles of pre-made dye, but you could also use regular fabric dye such as RIT or anything like that. And I don't always fill the water up to the line it says to because it creates brighter colors with less water. And then you just shake it until all the dye dissolves in the bottom. You are now ready to begin with your shirt. Begin by taking it and just completely soaking it in water. It should be completely wet and none of it should be dry. When researching for this speech, I found out that you should always wash your shirt before you tie-dye it because sometimes it can have just regular dyes and stuff in it that can affect your dyeing. And also sometimes they shrink a lot, so if you wash them before you tie-dye them, they should not shrink. When selecting your t-shirt, you should also get a 100% or 90% cotton t-shirt. 50-50 will not dye well, according to the Dharma Trading Company. The next step is a way to really make your t-shirt unique. You should, for the famous swirl design that you see on most tie-dye t-shirts, you should take it in the center and just begin twisting and twisting until the entire shirt is in a round ball. Once you have this, place rubber bands around it to hold it in place. It will take more than one. Now you'll want to start the fun process, adding dye to your shirt. I wear gloves to keep it from staining my hands because it will stain them for days. You can start with any color that you want, but I'm going to start with blue. Just be sure to completely soak the shirt where you add the color, and there will be some white left. Also make sure you get the back because you don't want the front of your t-shirt to have color and the back not to. You can put these in any order that you would like, in any shape. It doesn't matter, just whatever you prefer. just so that you always get the back. And your colors will run, but that's just the fun of making it. They'll mix and get different colors and everything. But that is okay. Just make sure that you can't see any white. Otherwise, you'll be left with a pretty much white shirt with just random spots of color. And now you're almost done with tie-dyeing your shirt. The next thing you want to do is place it in a Ziploc bag for 24 hours to let the dyes soak. According to the Dharma Trading Company, if your house or wherever you're making this is below 70 degrees, you should leave it for longer because it will take longer for the dyes to soak in. After 24 hours, take it out and wash it by itself in a washing machine. If you wash it with something else, the colors will fade onto the other garment you wash it with. And then dry it just as you would any other shirt. It doesn't matter. And when you are finished, it should look like this. You now have your own tie-dye t-shirt. As you can see, tie-dyeing is a fun and simple process that only takes 5 steps. Making the dye, preparing the t-shirt, twisting the t-shirt to your own design, dyeing the shirt, and then washing it. You can now be a hippie in your own way with your own cheap and easy tie-dye t-shirt.